Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Anime Lounge Short Flights. Today, we're going to be covering episode 6 of Chainsaw Man. My adult beverage of choice is going to be another Kugels. I have one more left, so gotta
Almost done.
enjoy them. Yep.
And I'm still at work, so I'll be drinking some coffee.
Yep. Lance, you want to give us a quick synopsis of what happened on episode 6?
Sure. In this episode, we are still trapped on the 8th floor. We get to learn a little bit more about Aki's past. And we get to find out who's behind all of this time stop, the Infinity Demon. And then we get to just see the start of this battle where everything is about to truly take off.
Yep.
So let's go from there.
Yeah, we find out. Oh, sorry. We find out that they're in his stomach, which is super crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was super weird because like they clearly entered this hotel or whatever like as a traditional building. So what did like is this entire building considered the demon, or as soon as it's like I don't
There you
know,
go.
I'm thinking jujutsu, like did they enter like some kind of domain, and then as soon as they entered the 8th floor, like there's some weird little dimensional shit going on, and then that now they're just in the 8th floor stomach.
No, I'm thinking they've always been in the demon, and it basically took the shape and form of this building and kind of like a Mugen train, where part of the train ended up being the demon. Remember that?
Oh, yep, the whole thing turned into it.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I guess
probably
I can
something
kind of go
similar.
with that. It's still strange.
Um,
Throws me off a little bit. And then this Infinity Demon, he's pretty interesting. He's got a lot going for him. Like he's got the power to
mhm.
get stronger off of absorbing other people's terrors and fears.
Well,
And
all devils do. Yes.
oh, they all do?
Yep.
Okay, because I was about to say, because if he's got that, and then at the other end, he could stop time, keep all these people in a loop of this 8th floor. Like, how many powers does this little demon guy have? Like, because we saw in the last episode, this dude was just a little guy, he was nothing, and now it's turned into a Resident Evil game, and this thing's just exploding, getting enormous.
Yeah, this was 100% up your alley, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. So it
Yeah,
was very interesting.
the episode was interesting. It was definitely a very psychological episode. Like if you were to try to put yourself in that scenario, like it'd be super hard. That'd be very kind of a mind fuck kind of thing. It would just be really hard to go through that situation. The episode as a whole was fine. I feel like it was a lot of build up for what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Um, I'm fine with the episode. I know I saw some people online complaining that it was super slow and there was nothing going on, but I'm fine with it because you can't have every single episode just be action,
Yeah, I
or the
agree.
show just gets boring.
Exactly, because then, yeah, it's too much is literally just going to be too much.
Mhm.
I think Bleach is doing an amazing job where everything's amazing, but it's not too much.
Yep.
This
Yep. You
episode
got.
was a little bit of an information drop.
Mhm.
We got, like I said, we can find about Aki's past and how cigarette commercials are going to want to put him into his commercials because peer pressure the shit out of him into smoking.
Yep. Bad for your bones, but he's not going to live very long, so it doesn't matter.
Right? It's kind of funny.
And
Uh,
then
you
one
want,
one huge thing I really want to bring up is that one, this devil is afraid of Denji or Chainsaw Man,
yeah, for
and
whatever reason, do
two,
you have a thought on that?
I think he because he fused with a person, he's going to be super strong. So because Denji fused with the Chainsaw Devil,
Mm-hmm.
instead of doing just a takeover or turning into a fiend, he's going to be super strong.
Okay, I can go
And
with
so,
that. I was
because
gonna
it's
say
kind of a one-off.
otherwise. I was gonna say otherwise. He's the reason the Bat Demon died, and that's not much of a reason either. So
I mean, the Bat Demon was super strong, so it might be one of those things where all the devils kind of know each other, have almost a sixth sense about what's going on.
Sure.
And they're like, oh shit, if the Bat Devil died by this guy, then this guy must be super strong. So kind of fearful just through knowing how strong the person that got defeated by him was. Um, and then the other thing is the other big piece of information was Aki's sword. Finally got to figure out what's going on with the sword.
A little bit
Sort
at
of.
least. Yeah, we got to learn that the sword is apparently going to be super powerful, but at the cost of cutting away a couple years off of his life.
Yeah, I
And
bet
now,
you.
oh, I was gonna
Keep going.
say like, maybe he can gamble. The more years he throws away out of his future, the more powerful whatever attack it's going to be. So like, maybe a simple swing could cost 1 year of his life, or if he has a really strong opponent, he can like cash in 20 years of his life and then have a super huge explosion. That's kind of where my brain went.
Yeah, 1.2 million death count, kind of huge explosion, kind of.
Yeah, like that, the bullet demon or the gun
Yep.
demon.
Yep. Yeah, it was. I think that honestly, I think that's a really good idea. I think that's how it's going to be, where it's not just because I bet you it's a contract with some sort of devil
Yep.
where anytime he pulls it out, he sacrifices his life, gets a super strong attack. I think that's a really good idea. I think that's gonna kind of how it is, or it might just be super strong always, but every swing is a year.
Sure. Yeah, I can go with that one too. Both of them are good ideas. I like them both.
Yep. And then you find out, like, besides the whole um, background piece of information, the Aki saves Denji because Denji finally has goals, and that's to kill the Gun Devil. Whether the reason why he wants to kill the Gun Devil being his goal doesn't really matter. It's the fact that he's willing to do it, and that's all Aki cares about.
Exactly. Yep. He's not a friend. He's just another piece of this puzzle to get revenge on this devil. So
Yeah,
all it is,
he's
a means to an ends.
yep. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but realistically, he's going to be one of the few people that's going to be willing to do it in general.
Yep.
So, but all in all, episode was fine.
Mm.
Kind of, it's going to be one of those castaway episodes over the course of the season. But I liked all the information we got from it. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, other than this was really just a decent setup for our next big battle, and I can't wait to see him go chainsaw again. So
Yeah,
looking
that
forward to
was
next week.
like as soon as it went to credits, I was like, oh man, are you serious right now?
Exactly. I wanted at least to see his head transform or something. Like, let us see the chainsaw, but no, we just saw him jump into like 20 different mouths. So
Yep.
good cliffhanger.
Yes. Yeah. It was definitely building up. Can't wait.
Mm.
Next week can't come fast enough.
Yeah, we're gonna be saying that every week.
Yep.
But other
But
than
that's all I
that,
got.
I'm good. Yeah, me
Okay,
too.
cool. Thank you for listening to, or thank you for watching another episode of the Anime Lounge Short Flights. Again, we covered episode 6 of Chainsaw Man. Make sure to check out our episode 6 of Bleach and all our other episodes. Let us know what you guys thought of Chainsaw Man as well. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything as well. Have a good
All right,
one.
later, guys.